Distracted driving, it is a problem linked to a growing number of deaths every year here in our state. Distracted driving comes in all forms, and as part of News 8's initiative, we bring the dangers of texting while driving to light. Mangled metal at horrific scenes like this one are becoming all too common. Increasingly in Connecticut, distracted drivers are the cause.
Distracted drivers are essentially as dangerous as drunk drivers.
And the risk of crashing jumps if texting is in the rearview mirror.
There are visual distractions, there are manual distractions, and cognitive distractions. And texting actually falls under all categories.
Dr. Dirk Johnson is a trauma surgeon at Yale New Haven Hospital. He says texting while driving increases the risk of injuries.
It forces your brain to do more than one thing and not focus on the important task at hand, which is driving.
Dr. Johnson says up to 20% of car crashes could be related to cell phone use, talking and texting.
We see all sorts of injuries, from head injuries to solid organ injuries, including the spleen and liver, in addition to collapsed lungs.
Fractures and traumatic brain injuries.
This is a victim of a car crash who sustained a skull fracture.
Are also common in motor vehicle accidents.
This should be a continuous circle.
The rising rate of distracted driving, especially among teenagers, weighs heavily on his mind.
The rate of distracted driving has increased from what was estimated 8% in 2004 to 11% in 2008. As young people who've grown up with cell phones become increasingly licensed to drive, that percentage goes up.
What Dr. Johnson wants to put the brakes on is seeing fewer people wheeled into the trauma section of the emergency department.
Admit them to the hospital, either to the regular floor, to the ICU. If they have deceased, we'll send them to the morgue, or if there are no injuries, we may send them home.
So stay focused and wait to text. And Teresa, as in most accidents, the driver may not be the only one affected. Passengers in the car can also be injured, as well as pedestrians the driver might not see crossing the street. So there are many lives here could be in jeopardy.
I remember when I did my story, you take your eyes off the road just for a second, you're 9 times more likely to get into a crash. And that's not even texting, that's just reaching for your phone. So it's so dangerous. And I think the best bet, keep the phone in the glove compartment.
That's right. Well, just don't do it. You know?
Don't do it. Don't even be tempted to do it.
Tempted, exactly. And in the coming weeks, we'll be hearing more about the News 8 campaign, Wait to Text.
All right, sounds good. Coming up next, Chef Emily.